Living away from home and be sick. That's literally the worst. While a doctor and a Panadol can help you with a cold, what's the remedy for homesickness? Well, here goes the solution. Try some of these and hopefully it will help. Also, I'm not actually sick, just saying. The most direct and instinctive thing to do is just to call home. You miss home, you call home. What's technology for? Homesickness, despite the name, might not necessarily have anything to do with the actual home. It's actually just missing the connection or the people that we associate with home. So to call home is just to re-establish the connection that we once had, just that now we're doing it virtually. This is going to help with the feeling of loneliness and the feeling of lost. But sometimes it's rather difficult, especially if you're living in a different time zone or when your family are busy but you're occupied with some other things at different time. It's hard to set a time aside. Conversation like, "Hey mom, can I call you now?" Not now, maybe I'm at work, maybe later. But I have work later. It sounds familiar, huh? So I suggest to have a calling schedule. So for example, you can set something like maybe every Sunday morning as when you call home. So call home at that time and just update your life for the week and catch up with your family members. It requires some effort, but we need to make this intentional because distance is a... There's a Chinese saying that goes, "At home you rely on your parents, when outside you rely on friends." Homesickness comes from the human needs of connection with other people. So you miss those at home, make new ones here. So yes, call your friends out, have a chat over coffee, or maybe catch a movie, or anything along the line. Now the other good thing about Singapore is that you're likely to find friends from your hometown. This place is an expat hotspot after all. Also, friends that suffer from homesickness together comfort each other. So I see you have called out your friends. Now head out to the restaurant that serve your hometown cuisine in Singapore. Yes, you heard me right. The good thing about living in Singapore is that there are so many eateries available, and not just local cuisines. Thanks to it being an expat hotspot, there's all types of different cuisine from different cultural background over here in Singapore. You can find Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Indonesian, Malaysian, English, Italian, Mexican, Spanish, and French. How can I forget about that? Though it might not truly be the flavors from your hometown, but I suppose you should find some comfort in it, especially when you're missing home. However, there are really some good replicates around here too, because some of the chef or the restaurant owner are actually natives. You can make it a quest to, just go around Singapore and see which are the most authentic restaurants that serve your hometown cuisine. Share in the comments if you already found a gem. However, in this time that we're living in, although dining out is already allowed, I suppose there are many of us are still wary of it. So, stay home and make something. I'm pretty sure you can find ingredients everywhere, marts are literally everywhere, and grocery deliveries are also available. You can make something at home and invite your friends over to try it, or you can just invite them over and prepare the food together. I remember my Indonesian housemate used to make superb Indonesian cuisine and have a party at home. So yes, if you can't find anything authentic in Singapore, the one you make will be it. Unless you're like me. You might have already noticed this, but all the things that I mentioned before has one thing in common. That is to bring back familiarity. Now, homesickness essentially is just us missing the familiarity and the security that we get from it when we're at home. So to overcome homesickness, what you should do is to bring back the concept of familiarity. Now, aside from food and familiar ties, there are other things that does the trick too. So for example, the blanket that you've been using ever since you're a child, or maybe a present that your parents have given to you, or maybe just watching a vlog about your hometown. Anything works. Here's one last thing that's a little bit different from the rest. If you are so overwhelmed with the depressed feeling from homesickness, try distraction. It works temporarily, but it's better than nothing. You can do things like meditation, or maybe just go for a workout like an exercise routine or something like this, or you could just clean up the house. Basically find something to keep yourself occupied. Now personally, I keep a journal. I wouldn't exactly call it a distraction because I am writing down and reflecting on my feeling, but it works for me. I find it very therapeutic. The way I see it is that once I've written it down, all the negative thoughts and miserable feeling are now sealed on the paper. And I instantly feel better. Try it and see it work for you as well. Alright guys, I hope you are feeling a lot better now. Homesickness is normal, feeling sad is normal, especially when you're out of your comfort zone. But as I said before, there will always be a way. Take care of yourself and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!